on the channel, I've got the power the size of a Texas tornado with the first ever Powertown Diamond Collection figure, Kerry Von Erich.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Powertown unboxing and review. And today, we got a modern day warrior in Kerry Von Erich. But for all your Powertown needs, hit up Powertown. But for all your other wrestling figure needs, head over to Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on this very YouTube channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. Powertown back in the game, of course, had a lot of fun with Powertown over the last couple years, I guess, at this point now. We did finally get Series 1. The conspiracies were put to an end. We put Jesse Ventura in his place, but for old time's sake, let's roll that Ventura footage.
You ever wonder if they're watching your every move? Cell phones, internet, surveillance. Think about it.
Oh, we don't get enough Jesse Ventura on the channel these days. Hopefully a new conspiracy on the horizon, but no conspiracies needed like a young Chris Candido, no gimmicks needed here with the modern day warrior Kerry Von Erich. A repaint, somewhat, I guess not a re-release, but a repaint. Just a straight up repaint here. Calling it the Diamond Collection. Kerry all in white with this one here. A very interesting move, but one, me putting my business hat on, I'm here for. This makes a lot of sense because guess what? We got to get the most out of your molds. It doesn't matter if it's Hasbro, NECA, Super 7, Powertown, you got to get the most out of your molds. And I think this Diamond Collection is a very smart move because as of right now, where we sit, and I sit at this table right here, we have Powertown pre-order. Series 1 was up and, we've reviewed that. Well, Series 2 is not one up for pre-order. It's been quite the delay. They had a lot of really good momentum coming off Series 1, and then it's been fairly quiet ever since. So I'm hoping things start moving a little bit faster in the Powertown stuff. Yes, we got the Remco Superstar style figures, but I think these Diamond Collections are the perfect segue in between series. We also got a Matt Cardona, Brian Myers 2-pack coming. In a perfect world, with my business hat on, you'd have Series 1, then you'd have this. You'd have the Matt Cardona 2-pack, a little space in between. Then you'd have the pre-orders, then you'd have the figures. Keep things going at all time, or heck, maybe a group like Powertown, what would be really cool is maybe you give us one figure each month, almost like a figure of the month club. Hey, I'm gonna write this out right now. You sign up for a full year, you get a free bonus figure at the end of the year. How about that? That would be a pretty cool thing to do. But I'm hoping the distribution, I'm hoping things get moving a little bit faster in the Powertown game because a lot of cool guys signed, a lot of guys we want figures of, and gals too. We just need to get it moving a little bit faster. But this Diamond Collection, I guess a little appetizer in between, a little mid-meal snack between Series 1 and Series 2 is what we'll call it. So, long way to get there, I know, but let's take a look at the packaging on this one. Now, packaging identical to the last time around with Series 1, except all in white this time. It's the straight-up Diamond Collection. We're celebrating the things of the Von Erichs, and very smart move with the Von Erich movie out right now, or I guess hitting DVD and stuff like that right now, streaming, of course. Capitalizing on that with this repaint. And once again, it is a very simple repaint, getting the most out of our molds here, but a very angelic box on this one. Obviously, Kerry Von Erich has passed away, as we know, so it's Kerry from heaven is what this one is right here, I guess. But you got old Kerry Von Erich looking only like a Kerry Von Erich could look if he was an action figure right there. You get his name, Kerry Von Erich. Powertown, ages 18 and up, 17-year-olds. Steps are right up there. Head up the steps around the corner, head out the backyard, walk into the field, and just keep walking. You can't be a part of this. It's only for 18 and up, as we see. Let the light in. Little picture of Kerry back there, hiding back in there. Powertown logo, of course, got to have that. And then we got the Diamond Collection logo, Powertown. Limited edition of 2000. I don't know, is 2000 too little, too much? I guess we'll see in the aftermarket because these are sold out now, and that's where you're going to find them, the aftermarket. I did pick up 2 of these just in case, I guess. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get 2, and we'll see where it goes from there. Maybe I'll sell it. Maybe I'll trade it. Maybe I'll keep it forever next to my bed. Who knows what I'll do here. We got Kerry Von Erich looking good there. On the side, looking good, Kerry Von Erich, Powertown, of course. Bookcase style. I can see people displaying these this way if they want to. Choose your own adventure. Got Kerry over here, very similar. And then on the back, get more glamorous shots of the figures, of course. Got the title belt up there at the top, Powertown logo at the bottom once again. Jibber Jabber UPCs on the bottom down there. Then it does open up. No magnets, no Velcro. Just opens up right here. And it's like a little bit of a book going on. So then you got Kerry and his 2 daughters. And you got War and Peace. And of course, I will take a picture of this. You can check it out if you want to. But basically just says the legacy of the Iron Claw, the legacy of their family, things like that. So an interesting one, this diamond collection here in the packaging department. Be interested to see who else gets the diamond collection. Is it possible we'll get every single person from Series 1 repainted? I hope they don't go down that road. I would love to see maybe 1, at most 2 from each series get a nice little repaint, especially guys that kind of warrant a repaint that maybe had different gear that you could do with that. I don't know, but a gentle off to the side. See you later. I'm going to save the packaging on this one here. We got old Kerry Von Erich. Looking good, looking like a modern-day warrior there. So he's got all kinds of stuff. And no twist ties, Todd McFarlane on the couch. We got Todd McFarlane sitting in on this one. He's very interested, and there's a lot of rumors going around that Powertown's using the same factories as you, Todd McFarlane. Is that true? Todd's stooging off factory work over there in China. Todd's got it figured out over there, as we do know. Plastic. Behind the back, see you later, goodbye. But that's what Todd told me. Todd, I don't know if you can confirm your sources anywhere, but you might know, but who knows. But let's dive into the accessories on this one. Let's dive in. I guess we'll start with the hands going on. We got, I guess, an open hand and a gripping hand out of the package. Secondly, you got a fist and you got a claw hand. Of course, the old dreaded iron claw hand, you got those going on. So you got all the hands you could really want here for the most part. Once again, this being a bit of a repaint, really a straight up repaint, you got to make them look as different as possible. You give them different hands between the 2 figures. And of course, we'll do some comparisons later on in this video, as we always do. We do got the elbow pads going on here. So of course, if you want to put the elbow pads on underneath the jacket, a little bit hard to do. But these are elbow pads all in white here. Choose your own elbow pad adventure. And then you get his world title belt here, upside down on me right there. World Wrestling Champion, of course. Beautiful title belts. We've seen the aftermarket go pretty crazy for these title belts. A lot of people taking the belts out, keeping the figures, maybe selling the figures separately, but selling just the title belts. There's a lot more collectors that collect just the title belts than I would ever dream to believe out there, and that just goes to show people collect everything, as we do know. But very, very cool to see this title belt once again. That's one thing that Powertown really sets the bar on in a lot of ways, is some of the deep cut title belts we've got. Obviously, we've seen Mattel as of recently, the UWF title coming very soon. Some of those other ancillary titles, maybe lesser known titles, getting representation in the Mattel line, and I wonder if that's a little bit of the Powertown influence coming over to Mattel. But beautiful getting a title belt with Kerry once again. But now we got the old modern day warrior out of the package once again. We do get a little plastic piece here that should be removable, a little to protect the back, I guess. And on the back, I guess that's where we'll start. Kerry Von Erich, and now I got that plastic stuck to me. There you go. Goodbye. It does say Kerry Von Erich. It almost looks like a bowling jacket is what it reminds me of. He's going bowling. He's going down to the local lanes. He's going to get a couple of strikes along the way. But you got a little of that claw going on. Very cool there. Kerry Von Erich. Different than the back of the last one. I do appreciate little attention to details like that. Make the jacket look different. They did do that right here. It is a white and black jacket, and it's a white and black outfit across the board. Representing Cheap Trick, I think, is what he's doing. Shout out to Rick Nielsen and the boys over there. But right off the bat, it's Kerry Von Erich. If somebody hands me this, I'm going to know it's Kerry Von Erich. I think the head sculpts on these look very, very good. Kerry looking very nice here. Got that big kind of curly long hair going on. Just Kerry Von Erich all day long. A very, very good looking version of Kerry. But once again, we've seen this already. We've already seen this. Now, I do like the jackets. However, I wish they were a little bit more pliable. They are very hard to remove, as we do know. And obviously, you cannot remove these without removing the hands. That's where you got to start there. And then you got to work. I mean, it's not the easiest to do, as we've seen. I've had to do it on the channel a few times, and it's not easy to get these jackets off. I don't know if you want to heat them up. Getting them on and off is a chore. So I wish we could see in the future. I might have to just bail on this and do this for the glamour shots, unless you guys want to really stop and chat. Is there a stop and chat? Is there anything to talk about here? Because not easy to get these off. Oh my gosh, I can't even get it to budge. So it's not easy to get these jackets. Come on, Kerry. Work with me, Kerry. Let's do this. Let's get this jacket off of you. My goodness, very, very hard to get off of here, and I'm not getting anywhere with this right now. So I'd hate to say it's unremovable. I give up. I'm going to have to give up. I'm going to have to take this offline and get it there. I was going to walk through the articulation, but we've seen the articulation before. Single jointed, of course, as we know, in the elbows. And oh my gosh, yeah, this jacket, very tough. And I hate that. I want it to be just be able to plug and play, take it off, take it on. Preferably for me, I know soft goods aren't for everybody. I love my soft goods. And I would like to see these with soft goods. Maybe in the future we'll get some more soft goods. I believe the Remco line is going to have some soft goods for us, so maybe they're switching their tune. But man, extremely difficult to get jackets like this off, and shouldn't be that hard. I should be able to just pull it out with a little bit of work, but man, oh man, is that stiff against there. We do got the Iron Claw logo on the front of the jacket too. I forgot to mention that. White trunks on Kerry. You do got a little Kerry and autograph down here. And I believe, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, those trunks were in the locker room and people were trying to steal his trunks. He said, I'm going to get this Sharpie out. I'm going to put my name on there. And that's what he did. So he's got them right there looking good. Not too shabby, of course, right there. Boots, you got a little bit of a lightning down here. A little lightning, almost like to go along with a tornado, some may say. White boots, and then you got the black laces on it as well. Knees, of course, you got the bend at the knee. Boot cut side to side, a little loose on the right boot cut for me. Just a little loose there. Leg does go up for us, of course, back and forth. No holes in the feet still. I would like to see them fix that. I would also like to see them give the guys a little bit bigger feet. The feet feel a little small compared to the rest of the body, and obviously if you got bigger feet, a little easier to stand, a little easier to stand on a display, because he's a little top heavy, of course, with that big heavy jacket as well. So I guess you could get a doll stand or you get some putty on the figures, but I would like to just see a better stance on these guys and to get a hole in the foot for a display stand. That would be really good in the future. We'll see what happens there. But all in all, it's not a must-have unless you're a Kerry Von Erich maniac, like my good friend of the channel, Pro Wrestling Midwest Wrestling legend, not Gage Octane, no, James Jeffries. Yes, James Jeffries. Shout out to old James. He loves himself some Kerry Von Erich, and we all do. We all should, at least, at the end of the day. But this one's not going to be for everybody. It's the Diamond Collection. That's why it's more limited than the others, because a lot of people got the first version. Maybe they don't need the second version. But from where I sit right here, I love the idea of these as a little bit of peace in between series. I think it's a good way to keep Powertown's name out there in the ever-changing social media and everything else. You got to keep your name at the front of things. And I think things like this will do that for the Powertown group, of course, in the future. And then we get old Kerry right here. Looking similar, but also looking different at the same time. How about that? But we got two Powertown Kerry Von Erichs going really good right here. And then, of course, I talked about some of the other ones. We got the Texas Tornado. We got Kerry Von Erich. Of course, the Mattel Elites from way back in the day. So it's all coming up. Kerry Von Erich, Texas Tornado. You throw that old school Hasbro in there and you're ready to go. Would love to see some future Texas Tornado and Kerry Von Erich figures. Not sure if they're in the cards with Mattel or other companies. I'm not sure if Powertown's going to get into it. I would love to see a Remco line of Kerry Von Erich, or just do some Texas legends in a set. That would be pretty fun as well. But for what this is, I'm here for it. But how about you guys and gals? Oh yeah, the gals too. Are you here for this Kerry Von Erich? Are you picking this one up, or did you pick this one up? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this very YouTube channel and all the content it does bring, is we got videos every single day on 2 channels. You do get them early on Patreon, including all the Glamour Shot images early over there. You also get pizza reviews, dog stuff, monthly Q&As, monthly giveaways, a lot going on the Patreon. The best way to support the channel, as I did say. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget Barnes & Noble and Amazon, my new book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Classic Superstars Series. Almost 700 pages of content right here by yours truly. Appreciate all the support on this book. A labor of love if there ever was one. And if for whatever reason you want an autographed copy, hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for the modern day warrior, Kerry Von Erich, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.